Hello, best learners. This is Mustafa here at Learn with the Best, and today we're going to be discussing Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. The penultimate law, law number 47, do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. In this video, I'm going to define the law for you, and then we're going to look at a story from the past that perfectly demonstrates the law, and then finally, we'll go into an analysis and examine how we can use this law in our very own lives. Here's the law. The moment of victory is often the moment of greatest peril. In the heat of victory, arrogance and overconfidence can push you past the goal that you had aimed for, and by going too far, you make more enemies than you defeat. Do not allow success to go to your head. There is no substitute for strategy and careful planning. Set a goal, and when you reach it, stop. Once upon a time, in 559 BC, a man named Cyrus created a huge army by rallying the people from several scattered tribes in Persia and bringing them all together. He marched against his grandfather, king of the Medes, and won the battle. Cyrus had himself crowned emperor, forging the great Persian Empire. Over the span of 30 years, Emperor Cyrus battled enemy after enemy, defeating all in his vicinity, and then he set his eyes on the east, on the vast realm of barbarian tribes called the Massagetai, led by the fierce queen Tamaris. The queen wrote to Cyrus, advising him to abandon his sights on her land. She advised him to rule his people in peace, while she ruled hers. At this point in time, Cyrus believed himself to be superhuman because of how easily he had won all of his previous battles, never suffering defeat. He wanted more blood, and so he ignored the queen's words of caution and marched on her lands. Cyrus defeated and captured the queen's son in a small skirmish. The queen wrote to Cyrus again, asking him to release her son and to stop his senseless thirst for blood, and that if he refused her plea, then she would fulfill his wish and provide him with more blood than he could handle. Cyrus scoffed at her words, and he kept her son as his prisoner. In his shame, the queen's son killed himself, and the queen was enraged. She was done talking. She gathered all of the might of her realm and completely crushed the Persians in a devastating blow. She beheaded Cyrus, had his body crucified, and fulfilled her promise to him, stuffing his head in a wineskin full of his own people's blood. There is nothing more pleasurable than the thrill of victory. Cyrus built a great empire and accomplished a lot of good in his time as emperor, but he let his thirst for more and more cloud his judgment, leading to his ultimate defeat, fighting a senseless battle. Remember, dear viewer, do not go past the mark you aimed for, and in victory, learn when to stop. Now, let's analyze this law and try to understand how we can use it in our own lives. But before we do that, here's a few words from our sponsor. Oh wait, I don't have a sponsor, so I guess I'll be my own sponsor. If you want to transform yourself from a lamb to a lion, then check out my course pinned in the top comments below. I teach you the importance of time and how you can manage your time in order to achieve your dreams and your life purpose. Let's be honest here, the majority of the population are sheep, taking part in the 9-to-5 rat race of life, not enjoying their work and never fulfilling or even finding their life purpose. You know, you go to work, you come home, you eat a pizza, you watch the newest TV show, and day by day, month by month, decade by decade, your life passes you by and you have never really achieved your dreams. So let me be your sensei. I will give you the tools that you need for success, but keep in mind this is not a magic pill and it will require hard work on your part. You will have to put the work in on yourself on a daily basis. So if you're interested, then again, check out my course pinned in the top comments below. Okay, so back to the video. There are two sorts of successful people in life. Those who reach success through hard work and dedication, sticking their nose up to their grindstone every day and mastering their craft. And then there are those who reach what they believe to be success through some stupid idea called luck. For those of us on the path, all of you watching this video, all of you who have been on this journey with me from the start, we understand that success is achieved through smart, hard work, sweat, and tears. We don't believe in luck. We understand that in order to reach success, we must be willing to put in the work every single day. We don't believe in sick days, and we don't believe in holidays. Every day is a working day until you achieve your life purpose, that thing that you're after, and that purpose is different for every individual. It's completely normal to fail. I have failed in many businesses. I have lost tens of thousands of dollars in my failures. But it is those failures that make me a success because I learned through each and every one of those experiences. You know, I'm not giving you some fortune cookie BS. These failures, yeah, they can be true failures if you don't learn from them. They can be true failures. They can mess your life up. It's true. But if you take those failures, right, you learn from each and every failure, then eventually it will lead to some sort of success. And when you finally see that little bit of success, right, you understand how that success came to fruition. It wasn't a magic pill that you take daily, right? It wasn't this thing called luck. It was years and years of failures and learning from those failures. Okay, that's what true success is. Now compare that to someone who wins the lottery. This is the idea that people call luck. A ton of money is thrown into the lap of the person, the average everyday sheep. And what does the sheep do with the so-called lottery winnings, so-called success in quotation marks that they have been granted? They don't invest it, right? They don't know how to manage their money. They don't use the money as a tool to achieve their purpose in life. No, what they do is they buy a mansion. They buy 16 sports cars. They buy the newest iPhone 24S BC Elemental P, and they splurge on all of their friends and their family members who come out of the woodwork for the money. And then in a few years, they're broke and worse off in life. And, they end up on some TLC show. I don't know, some cable show. So let's bring this full circle. What does success have to do with knowing when to stop? As Cyrus won battle after battle, forging the great Persian Empire and becoming emperor, he couldn't help himself. He wasn't able to keep his greed in check. He was thirsty for more blood from people that had absolutely no quarrel with him. He obviously didn't know when to stop. On a more practical level, you should be setting objectives and tasks for yourself on a daily basis. You should structure your goals in a way that your daily wins accumulate to giant leaps forward on your path to achieving your life purpose. And this is exactly what I teach in my course. Of course, I go much more deeply into it. But if your goal is to make, say for example, $10,000 a month through passive income, and you finally reach that mark, what are you going to do next? Are you going to risk it all by investing every penny into a new business? And the answer should be no. It's fine to set new goals for yourself, but don't do it foolishly, and don't do it with the false sense that just because you achieved one success is going to spiral into many more successes. Know when to stop. You have to know, okay? Take a break every now and again and reassess, re-examine, strategize. And if you're interested in the ideas that I've been talking about here, then again, I do have that course available for you in the top comment below that goes much deeper and much further into these ideas that I've explained in this video here. And so before we end the video, I want to read a short story to you that demonstrates this law simply and effectively. Once upon a time, a master tree climber was guiding someone who was climbing a tall tree. He ordered the man to cut the top branches, and during this time, when the man seemed to be in great danger, the master said nothing. Only when the man was coming down from the tree and had reached a safe height did the expert call out, "Be careful! Watch your step!" Another man observing this whole incident asked the expert, "Hey dude, why'd you call to him when he was at the safest point in his journey?" And the expert replied, "As long as the man was up at a dangerous height and the branches were threatening to break, he already knew that he was in danger, and so he was being careful." The greatest mistakes are made when people get to the easy places, because that's when they believe that they are safe, and that's when they become careless. Okay, so let that be a lesson to us all, to not go past the mark that we've aimed for. In victory, we must know when to stop. Okay, so if you like my YouTube content and you want to support me in the creation of more content, then please check out my Patreon link pinned in the top comment below. I upload new videos every Friday for my Patreon subscribers that go deeper into my life regarding the 48 laws. These videos are a bit more raw and untamed than my usual videos here on YouTube. And if you're a patron of mine already, then I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it's people like you that make all of this even possible in the first place. Please don't forget to simply subscribe, smash that thumbs up button below, and make sure you hit that bell icon so YouTube can let you know exactly when a new video is uploaded. I hope you enjoyed this animated video on Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. Law number 47, do not go past the mark you aimed for, and in victory, learn when to stop. And remember, you only retain about 10% of what you learned the first time around. So watch this video through a few times and then come back to it again and again in order to really understand and ingrain all of the material into your mind. Thanks, and I'll see you next time for Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, law number 48, the final law. And if you've stuck with me throughout this entire video to the end, I want to thank you for spending your time with me here. I really do appreciate it.